Um, and hello and welcome everyone. Sorry for the technical issue. My microphone was muted. Yeah, so sorry about that. Uh, how is everyone doing today? Hi, Mr. Dennis. Hi, Ashida Gaming. Hi, Sefriov. Hi, Choli69 Beecher. Hi, Camisio. And hi, Bond MC. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. And so I am continuing playing this game called Trolls vs. Vikings Reborn. So it's a strategy, real-time strategy tower defense game where I am playing on the side of the trolls and fighting against the invading Vikings. Hi Biggie, how are you doing? For me the day was alright, yeah. Very stuff to do, but all good. And Bone, say you're on vacation. Oh great, yeah. Thanks for tuning in despite being on vacation. Yeah, appreciate that, yeah. Sharing your time, your vacation time, that's very good, so thank you very much. The music is quite catchy too, I think, in this game. I like the soundtrack. And still no news in relation to, or at least I haven't seen any reviews on Wuchang. But if someone in the chat has seen something, yeah, do let me know. I haven't seen anything. I did look a bit for it, but then I did not see anything yet. Oh, Mr. Dennis, you say that the reviews has a 75 critic score. Okay. That's not too bad, but it's also not as high as I thought it would be getting. Somehow I expected more. Fine. And you say some YouTubers already posted gameplay videos. Oh, okay, yeah. Hi, Abhilash. How are you doing today? Uh, yeah, Mr. Dennis, you say you expected more as well, but it's a Souls-like at the end of the day, not made by FromSoft, yeah. Well, Wukong did pretty well, I think. Well, actually, it depends who actually did. Come to think of it, yeah, Wukong as well, the reviews were not always that impressive. Some folks didn't like it as well. Some reviewers didn't like it, but then it did pretty well, you know, with gamers. Yeah, so I guess we have to wait and see how that goes. And Ashida, you say, are you playing Wukong or not? Have a plan to play the game for stream playthrough? Yeah, I mean, so if your question is, am I going to be like one of the early players? Then no, I won't be an early player. So yeah, there are already some folks, like Mr. Dennis said, who already have posted the gameplay videos. But then I do intend to play it, yes. But then will I be able to do a full playthrough? I don't know. Oh, this is the boss, I think. Eric the Red. To let the Vikings village kill the boss, yeah. So this is the boss level. Eric the Red. Okay. Oh, so this is the end of like chapter 1, I guess. Oh, good. The biggest Viking, okay. You are too kind to us. What would we do without you? Anyways, yeah, let's see in the chat. Yeah, so I was saying in Shida that, yeah, there are some folks that have already posted stuff. I do intend on playing the Wuchang, but then am I going to do a full game playthrough? I don't know. Maybe not, because I don't know if I'll be able to finish the game. Probably not. Because yeah, generally, you know, Souls-like games are quite hard. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. But yeah, I do intend to play it. So the short answer is yes, I do intend to stream it, yeah. And yeah, hi, this is Dominic. How are you doing? And Abhilash, yeah, I am doing good. Hi, Cam on YouTube. Hi, Kuro on Cook. Hi, Salt Miner. Hi, Prakal. Hi, Cameron X. Hi, Rex Walker. Hi, Would You All? How is everyone doing today? Yes, Salt Miner, you said Charles vs. Viking. This seems very familiar. Yeah, so this is the second time I'm streaming it. So I did stream it a little while ago. I forgot what exactly, but I did stream it a while ago. And yeah, just continuing playing it for a bit, yeah. So that's why I've already reached the boss level, because I did play it before. And this is the boss. Oh, he can smash. Wow, pretty powerful. And he can move around too. Yeah, this is clearly a bit more difficult, yeah. Loki, what are you doing? You're supposed to be on our side. Right. Yeah, hi, Rex Walker. You say you don't like Souls games. It's okay. For me, it's just that they're quite difficult. So I'm not sure. Just being realistic, I'm not sure I'll be able to finish the game. At least without cheating, I guess. Hi, Crazy Legs Craig. How are you doing today? And you say this looks like old school Plants vs Zombies. Yeah. Yes, it does. Hi, Satish. How are you doing? Hi, HDRPC. How are you? Oh, I defeated the boss. Yay. And yeah, hi, Just Mania. How are you doing? And Species, have you played Mad Adventures? No, I'm not even familiar with that one. The trolls turn to important business. Questioning Loki. I had something. The Vikings ahead it is. Okay, yeah, so I see in the chat a few of you are excited about the walkthrough gameplay being out. Yeah. Giant boulder will block shots, but it might stop the Vikings from advancing as well. Mm. So I guess, yeah, lots of you are going to watch that gameplay video, I guess, of Winchell. Yeah, it is on Game Pass, right? This Wuchang game. So I guess it depends whether you have it, or whether you have Game Pass or not. Oh, someone in a metal armor, like a mini tank, I guess. Yeah, so for this game, I know lots of folks have been saying, it looks like, Plants vs. Zombies, because it's a similar type of game, like tower defense, also, made it nice looking 2D graphics and all of that. Yeah, it does, share similarities, but then, yeah, I mean, this one, I do like the music. I think the soundtrack, is really good. And yeah, the drawings as well, the animation and characters, I think it's pretty good too. So I'm liking it, yeah. So that's why I came back to it as well. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's one of those games where, even though there's a lot going on, lots of action and so forth, it doesn't, at least in my difficulty level, I'm playing in easy mode, it doesn't make you feel too stressful there. So I'm guessing as well it's easier to get those credits too in the easy mode. Whereas in the hard or brutal mode is going to be more challenging. But yeah, I'm not looking for something stressful and challenging. I'm looking for something, today I'm just looking for something nice and relaxing. And that's why I was in the mood for this game. And Mr. Dennis, you say there's a lot of hype with Wuchang, but you didn't see any giveaways for it other than those one. Yeah, I mean so the game seems to be region locked as well. So the keys don't activate globally. So that's also another thing to consider as well, is that yeah, it is regional, doesn't activate global. You don't have global keys on the third-party store, so that's why it could be a little bit difficult as well, to actually to have the key activated in some regions. Hi, Gamer Boy. How are you today? Yeah, Mr. Dennis, is it regional logs? It is. So unless those get keys, because you have to get it for different regions. I think there's one for. I saw that they have keys for Latam, they have for Americas, and I haven't seen the for Asia specifically, but then it's non-global, so it can be a little bit tricky, I guess. And I guess those would probably be asking for the region as well that you're in order to get the right one, the right key as well. Yeah, I'm not sure I would say it's a ripoff. I mean, there are similarities, but then just like first-person shooters, they're all based on the concept introduced in the original Doom. I don't think in all first-person shooters are Doom ripoffs, right? So for me, I would say it's not necessarily a ripoff if you're doing a game based on all these similar concepts. And for keys, it doesn't necessarily have to be by region, but then it's the developers or publishers who choose for key to be region locked. And the reason for that is the game prices are not the same across different locations, right? If you're in the country where the cost of living is relatively low, the game can't cost the same as in a country where the cost of living is different, right? Because otherwise you're going to end up in a situation where the game, for example, is $60 in the US and €60 in the EU, but then you can't charge the same amount of money in other countries too, right? Because with the conversion rates and all of that, it would just be weird, and folks are not going to be able to buy it if the cost is disproportionately high. So you have those price differences. Then in order to avoid folks saying, oh well, even though I live in the EU or in the US, let's buy a key from South America, for example, or from Asia, then bypassing the price range, the price the local prices, then it's not going to be good for the developers. So that's why they do have many developers. They have introduced those restrictions on keys. They don't have to, and there are actually lots of developers as well. Have games with price differences across regions, but then they just don't have regional keys. So you do have that, but then some developers do want to protect themselves even more, so they have keys which are region locked. And hi, One Weasel. You said, did anyone play Hades 2 yet? No, I have not. And Jump, you say the Steel Rising game not Fanatical was so good, even cheaper than Steam. Yeah, yeah, it was a pretty good deal. Little game, the full edition on the game for like $3. I think yeah, that was a pretty good deal. If you're interested in the game, of course. Yeah. How are you, French? How are you doing? And you say you are super late to the stream. Yeah, no worries. Everyone comes when they have, yeah, some availability. And as usual, I also say, there is the videos on demand as well. If you want to catch up and see, what happened before. I did defeat the boss earlier. What's the boss name already? Eric the Red, I think, something like that. That was the first boss in the game. Yeah, Sophia, obviously, it's strange how much the price differ from region to region. Yeah, it's yeah, due to what I explained earlier about cost of living, the prices for things, they have to adapt. Like I think Brazil, for example, the keys are much cheaper than in the US, for example, or in the EU. So if there were no restrictions on the keys, then you could imagine some folks would be saying, well, let's buy the keys from Brazil, for example, and then just activate it anywhere else. Vance, you say, is it a clone of Clown vs. Zombie? Yeah, I don't think a game which is similar is necessarily a clone. Like I was saying earlier, if games, first-person shooters, they are based on the concept, introduced by Doom back in the 90s, right? Do we necessarily say that all the first-person shooter games are Doom clones? Not necessarily, because yeah, I mean they are putting the spin into the concept, and I think that's the case here too. It's they do their own thing, and yeah, I think it works well actually. And Vance, do you watch anime? Not so much, I mean, I don't have anything against anime, but then actually it does remind me, I did start the game based on the anime Bleach, but I did not finish that one. So that's something that I will need to get back to actually. It's still on my drive as well. And Sophia obviously there was a beta, closed beta in some countries. Oh, okay, I was not aware of that. But then, yeah, EA doesn't seem to be wanting to do much with it anymore. I don't know. Hi, Arthur James, how are you doing? Mr. Dennis, you see, you don't really understand how region locks work. You took a look at sites like G2A, city keys, games still have global keys. How are they able to provide these keys, and why do GMG or Fanatical have only region locked keys? Yeah, so I don't have the answer for that. However, some I've noticed sometimes, when they say global, when you actually look at the list of countries, it's not exactly global. For example, I think um, on some of the sites you do already see the Wuchang, for example, being listed. But then when you check the countries, if you type, if you check for India, for example, or some other countries, they, those countries don't appear. So it's not really global if you have countries missing, right? So I think some folks may have seen, oh, there are a bunch of countries that are listed and therefore it's global and that's it. But they didn't really, I don't know, it's a bit of a gamble, I think. Is it really global? Doesn't seem to be if there are countries missing, but yeah. At least that's my thought. Gamer Boy, you ask, why do you have no cursing as one of your channel points redeemed? You've never seen me talk aggressively ever. Yeah, so I added that one because someone actually asked, for channel redeem points, and I forgot who it was, and somebody said, you could do hydrate, you could do, cursing and all of that, so I just took that in. Yeah, but then, yeah, like you said, I don't really do that anyway. I still need to revamp as well. I know I need to revamp the Twitch channel points as well. I'm still looking into stream elements, for example, to see what I can do. But yeah. And Arthur, you say for you, whenever you enter the sites, they recognize your region says keys work. Okay. So maybe the list isn't complete then, I don't know. Because, yeah, for Wuchang I did check, but there were some countries which are missing, but then, like India, for example, but then, like, maybe the list is just incomplete. And Sefriov, you say you're lucky living in a country with no region lock problems. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on. There are some games as well which are sold only in a specific country or specific region. And after you say you bought a lot of keys from City Keys and Reborn, and they all worked. Yeah, good to know. And Vance, you say you heard Enable is not legit. Yeah, I mean, I guess, for these type of sites, there are different types of on third-party stores, right? You have sites like Humble Bundle, Greenman Gaming, and Fanatical, and Games Planet. They would be getting the keys directly from the developers or the publishers, and it's the website selling the key directly. So those keys, those websites, they act like a retail store if you want. And then on the other hand, you have stores like G2A, like Enable, like Kinguin, like what else? G2A and so forth enable all of those sites. They're quite different because what they are is just a marketplace. So they're not selling the key directly. It may seem that way because you're paying on the website and so forth, but then they do tell you, well, the keys come from this seller or whatever. So you're buying the key from a seller, and some sellers are honest, legit. Others are not. Some sellers, they really get the games, through normal channels, and they did it honestly, and so forth. But then other sellers may have gotten the keys, through a shady ways, for example, using stolen credit cards or whatever, right? So that's the reason why your experience would differ from other folks, because it really depends on who the seller is on those stores. So some sellers, like I said, are honest, are legit, others are not. So that's why people, they warn against these types of platforms, because they're just a marketplace. There is no guarantee that the seller that you're buying from is legit, that the seller really did purchase the game or not. And as a result, what happens is that some sellers, because they are not legit, because they bought the card, they bought the keys using stolen credit cards and all of that, it does mean that the game developer would then revoke the keys once they find out, because if he was using a stolen credit card, then the developer's not getting any money. So of course, once they find out, they would track it down, and then they would try to revoke the keys. And when it happens, it's unfortunately, it does mean that people's keys may get revoked later on from their Steam library. So that's why those marketplaces have a gray reputation as a result. And Game Boy, you said that it's so you just chat and play and don't take part in all that noise. For me, even outside of games, I just don't do that. I don't do swearing and all of that. So that's the reason why even when I'm playing, it's the same. I don't do that. And just mania, you say, will the keys you got never got revoked, but it can happen to people. Yeah, like I said, it depends on your luck. It depends on the seller that you bought the keys from. Some sellers are honest, some are not. So it really depends on, maybe you are familiar with some sellers, and so you buy from the same seller again. That's a good approach, I think. If you think you found some sellers on those platforms who are honest, that could be a good approach as well. Exactly, buy from good trusted reviews and sources. And just mania, you say you got keys from Humble and your keys got revoked, which you was confused about because it's a legit site. So sometimes as well, it does happen as well, unfortunately. But what you could do as well is that, on those from Humble, if your keys get revoked, you can always complain to them and get a refund or get another key. On a marketplace, you may or may not be able to do that as well. So that's also one of the advantages, I guess. And yeah, Mr. Dennis, you say, is it for Indiana Jones? Yeah, for Indiana Jones, they did revoke keys because there was a price glitch as well. So some folks got the game for free. And yeah, obviously when Humble discovered it, they had to revoke the keys. Yeah, for the game, Nobody Wants to Die. Yeah, that one I think is also a game which is region locked. Yeah, just Mania, it's a region locked for North America. I don't really know the regions. I know it's region locked, but then it's, I don't think it's just North America, but then apparently it doesn't include in some, a whole bunch of countries as well. So yeah, that's one of the issues. And unfortunately, there isn't a list on the Humble Bundle site as to which countries are which countries are included and which ones are not. There are some sites now which are starting to just be super vague, and they would just say, activate your region, and that's it. But then, yeah, I mean, I guess, that's nice to know, but then if you are, but yeah, otherwise, you don't, it works for you, but then you don't really know whether it works for someone else. So that's yeah, the current situation, I guess. Fire. Mhm. Also, now they have a new dragon, and the Vikings, they have those sticks. How do you call those? Wooden legs, I guess, yeah. To come up from above. And Reborn asks, you wonder if developers offer game keys to play? It depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And Arthur, you ask, where do you usually get keys from? So I get from Greenman Gaming, Humble Bundle, Fanatical, Games Planet. So those are my, and Steam of course. Although yeah, you say keys, so keys, yeah, not from Steam because Steam doesn't let you get keys, but then the other sites that I just mentioned, yeah, those are my preferred stores to get keys. And Dennis, you ask about Clash Royale. You've reinstalled it after 8 years. No, I don't really. No, I don't. I haven't installed it. I don't even think I've ever tried it actually. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like pay-to-win games as well. Just not my thing. And that's the, yeah, you have lots of games these days where they would tell you, oh yeah, it's free to play. So you think, oh yeah, it's super cheap, let's try it. But then actually, if the monetization means that you have to spend even more money, then if you had bought a normal game, then it doesn't make any sense. Right? You have some games where they would tell you, you need to buy crystals, you need to buy energy or orbs or whatever in order to progress, or otherwise you have to see tons of ads. That, for me, that doesn't really make much sense because if you end up paying more than a regular, premium price game, then yeah, it's just silly, I think, to be giving them money. And yeah, I mean, for sites, so for Greenman Gaming, for example, they have different memberships. Yeah, so you have I think it's called Gold or something like that, and that's based on the purchases that you have done. Or for Humble Bundle, they do have if you have the choice in Humble Choice subscription, then you do get discounts on every game that you order from the Humble Bundle. I think it's 20%, something like that, 20% off. And actually, yeah, for the folks who said earlier that, oh, man, you say you have to go for now. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to end soon as well because it's getting late here as well. But yeah, have a great rest of the day, Vench. I was going to say, for those of you who have pre-ordered Wuchang, for example, where did you pre-order it from? Is it from Steam? Is it from somewhere else? I'm just curious, yeah. Uh, all right, yeah, I think it's a good point to actually for me to quit the game. Uh, all right. Yeah, Mr. Dennis, you say you didn't get it. No, I was asking for those of you who say that you, I think Plaka mentioned pre-ordering the game, and some other folks as well mentioned that they have pre-ordered Wukong. Sorry, that they have pre-ordered Wuchang. Where did you pre-order the game from? Which store? Is it from Steam? Is it somewhere else? Yeah, I meant Wuchang. Sorry about that. Because yeah, I was a bit sleepy, so yeah, it's a Wuchang, $40 to $45. Lol. Yeah, I was just curious, which stores are people looking at. Okay, yeah. Bench say the game looks good. Let's see how it is after release. Yeah. Okay. And you say, Mr. Dennis, you say you think the one with the lowest price. But which is the one with the lowest price? I guess that is the question, right? Is it? Yeah, I don't think it. Well, I guess it depends, right? Some depending on your country, it could be Steam. In other countries, it might be something else due to the uh, yeah, the currency rates and all that. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Hi, Prakai. Did you pre-order Wuchang Yen or not? I think I read that you had pre-ordered it, but I could be mistaken. So I was just curious. Yeah. Oh, no pre-ordered yet. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was mistaken. Sorry. Uh, $38 on one of the sides. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I guess which site, yeah. Is it those that I mentioned, or is it another site which I have not mentioned? Game BA. Oh, okay. That's not familiar with that one. I guess that's one that I would look at. I'm asking especially because of like I said earlier, the region lock, because my understanding is that it's not a global game. That's why I was curious. Yeah, where do people get it? Uh, and Mr. Dennis, you say there's a database site where you can check. Uh, okay, yeah. Now I'm curious how that works. Yeah, I'm just curious, where to get a global key for that game, but yeah. TeamDB, yeah, yeah. And yeah, is there any deal? Okay. But like game B, game BA doesn't say for which region the game is. Right? If I go on it, it just says activates in the US. Uh, at least that's what it says for me, but it doesn't tell me that it's global or not. It may not be a global key because they never said it was a global key. So it's yeah. Ah well. All right then. Yeah, I guess I'm going to end the stream now. Any suggestions in relation to who to raid or not? Always open to suggestions if anyone has any ideas who to raid. Guess I'll just quickly look it up in that case. Raid browser. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm just trying to pick someone for a raid, but it's always a little bit tricky. Yeah, I don't know. Oops. Eyes only. Let me check. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good choice. Irani. Worldcraft. Worst road worker ever. Okay, that could be interesting. Maybe set it up. All right, then. So I'm going to start the raid. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest of the day or evening and or good night, depending on your time zone. Take care and see you soon. Thanks everyone and bye.